Hi, it's Teisha Powell with Red White Truth. So you like shows like this? Not a problem. We're on social media. We're not on Twitter. We're on Instagram, our information just popped up. We're on Gab, information just popped up as well. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. All the information for our social media is being popped up. And you know what? The old-fashioned way. What about just going to our webpage, insurancelawyertish.com? Yeah, I still practice law, but you know what? I'm excited and I just want to bring to you more of these shows. If you want to see more of these programs, reach out to us on social media. We are looking forward to hearing from you. All right? So get us on social media. We're not on Twitter. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and we're on all others. All the information pop up. We'll see you real soon. Hi, welcome back to Red White Truth. I'm your host, Teisha Powell. We're here joined by Professor Donovan, and we're going to talk about the COVID and the impact that it has had. Thank you so much, Professor. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And what a time it is now in America, isn't it?
My goodness, exactly. Once in a century event, and the sort of impact it's having on our culture, it's unbelievable. Probably we'll be analyzing this for many, many years, if not generations to come.
Wow. So what impact is this COVID having upon home theaters?
I think home theaters and home entertainment are doing fantastically. We're going to see maybe very shortly a sudden when it has passed, the COVID has passed, a sudden spike in theater attendance. But I think it's going to go back down again, and that people have gotten used to the improving home entertainment technology. You can see theater quality movies, special effects. You can see the epics, the superheroes. Why do you want to go and spend $12 to $15 on a movie in the theater when you can see the same quality and have the same social experience at home? Get your friends together and save a lot of money on theater. So it's going to have a big impact on filmmaking too, and on Hollywood that they'll have to contend with.
What type of impact is it going to lift on Hollywood, Professor?
People are going to be less likely to want to see anything that is not incredibly large, visual, large scale. So the eye candy, superheroes, Star Wars, science fiction. But what I'm wondering is, when will people start to tire of that? I mean, right now they're staying home, they're watching the more serious, the dramatic filmmaking, instead of going and seeing the childish eye candy. And probably I would predict that television or streaming platforms that where you have the movies completely bypass the theaters. They will look at genres. They'll pick up genres again, like the miniseries, the extended series, things like you've had back in the heyday of it, back in the 70s and the 80s. Shows like Roots and Rich Man, Poor Man, Winds of War, where you see the epic scale in your home, but you also get the drama that you don't get in the quality storytelling that you don't get in 2 hours in the movie theater.
That's interesting that you're saying that movie theaters are probably something of the past. Now, you were talking earlier before we started to tape, you were talking about conspiracy theories. Can you tell our viewers about the conspiracy theories, please?
Oh my goodness, yes. If I can tell you this, they're conspiracy theorists who don't like me. That is the odd thing about this culture, is that when you criticize things they say afterwards, they try to lash out on you on social media. I have been accused of unleashing the measles outbreak in upstate New York last year. But it's a culture that we see where you have people who decide that they are not going to agree with consensus reality, but believe in their own version of reality. I mean, I would tell them, just say something like this out loud. There's a secret satanic conspiracy run by Tom Hanks, and they're kidnapping children and drinking their blood. Just say that out loud, maybe record that and say it back, and see how absurd that sounds. Now, yet, we're somewhere we're at a point in our culture, we have so many people who have been so alienated from consensus reality that you do see these conspiracy groups spreading ideas like QAnon and the flat Earth, or that college professors are unleashing the measles outbreak in New York State.
It's just, I mean, we're part of this cancel culture and these conspiracy theories, and we still have to move on with our lives. I mean, don't these people understand that it's affecting us?
Right, and what's happening is that they are going to make that cancel culture even worse, because when they troll people, when they harass people, I mean, some people get really frightened, really bent out of shape. Now, they don't frighten me, they don't bend me out of shape, but you have this backlash against this, that anything that is controversial, any opinion that's outside of the mainstream, we have to be careful. It could incite violence. It could offend somebody. No offense, and nothing that's outside, that's in the margin, nothing that's outside of the mainstream. Anyone says anything mildly offensive, you have to cancel it. Make sure, don't offend anyone.
It's really sad that we're part of a cancel culture, and we're just urging people like Twitter and Facebook and Google to just help us out. What about freedom of speech? What about our Constitution? We didn't all vote for the same government, but it doesn't mean that we're not all equal. And that's the problem. I was telling you, Professor, I was on Twitter as well. I had 5 million views. All I said was God loves you, abortion kills, and I got suspended. I'm permanently banned from Twitter based upon cancel culture. I mean, it's hurtful, people. It's time that we just start forgiving each other and figure a way to move on. Professor, what would you like to close us out with?
Don't cancel anyone. Please, we have to understand each other. It's dialogue, it's communication. That's what makes our culture work. That's what makes democracy work. Don't cancel. And there's no satanic underground stealing children.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this. Hi, it's Teisha Powell with Red White Truth, and thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check us out on social media. From all of us here at Red White Truth, thank you so much, and we will see you real soon.